Hello, my friend. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing wonderful today. I hope you had a really nice weekend. It's a Monday when I'm recording this. And so I had this message come through Friday night, but it took me a couple days to process it. It was a little bit emotional. So I'm going to just give it. Okay, this is about somebody's mom, a mother figure. Okay, this is about this mother figure realizing how selfish they've been, or how selfish they were to you, and how much they hurt you. Now, it doesn't feel like this mother figure is alive. The way it's coming to me, it feels like this mother has passed. I don't get the impression that they actually moved into the light and crossed over. It feels like they were like they stayed behind. Like they're still in this dimension, they're just in a spirit form. Does that make sense? So I feel like part of the reason why they didn't cross over, move towards the light, is because they needed to learn some things. And so they've been hanging around you. They've been hanging around you. They've been trying to talk to you. They've been trying to communicate certain things to you. And it feels like trying to get your forgiveness or trying to get your love. But as I said, this mom was so selfish your entire life. This mother figure never put your feelings first. Every single thing that this woman did was about her. And she made some very extreme choices regarding you that were not only painful, but life-altering and like at your expense, and immoral and extremely detrimental. So at your expense. And at your expense, it could be something financial, a financial choice that she made, but it feels like this choice she made was, she didn't even consider how you would feel or whether this thing was right or wrong, or some of these choices. She was just always completely absorbed, self-absorbed, and only caring about what she wanted and how she felt. And even if this woman did thoughtful things or kind things, there was always an ulterior motive. And it wasn't to actually make somebody else feel good. It was like to control the situation or to get something that they wanted, or even if it was just to make themselves feel a certain way. It was always 100% about this woman. Anything kind she did for somebody else was 100% in order to make herself feel a certain way. And I'm seeing it was a very painful situation. I'm seeing that it caused a lot of damage to your well-being, to your self-worth, to your level of self-love, to your ability to trust yourself, your ability to trust others. It feels like there was some type of emotional abandonment there. If this woman was only focused on herself, then yeah, I could see how you would feel emotionally abandoned. It felt like there was a harshness or a coldness to her, or even like borderline cruel. This person, what I'm being shown is beneath the surface. This person was very superficial, so they floated around on the surface. They were also kind of vain, and consumed with the way that they looked. So, but underneath this exterior, this shell or this mask that they were very insecure. They didn't like themselves. They didn't love themselves. They were extremely critical of themselves. So whatever emotion they projected out onto you specifically was like the way they felt about themselves. And it does feel like they viewed you as a extension of themselves. And so they treated you according to how they felt about themselves. And they exploited you. They used you. And they were also jealous of you because you had certain natural qualities that they didn't possess. And that has to do because you are at different soul levels. And it does feel like your soul came in to teach this soul some very big lessons. But again, it was like at your expense. You had to be exposed to a particular type of behavior, treatment, and lifestyle because of this woman, okay? Now, this woman is the type of woman that refused to apologize when she was wrong. She would if she was wrong about something, she would like buy a gift or just act like nothing happened or do something to make up for it without actually ever like acknowledging what happened or what they did or taking ownership or accountability for their actions or words or anything. It was like swept under the rug. And it's like very rare that if you ever heard an apology, but the apologies weren't real apologies. They were like, I'm sorry, but you know what I mean? I'm sorry, but you made me do that. Or I'm sorry, but you did this and blah, 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 blah. So they were really kind of like, they weren't real apologies. And they were few and far between if you ever heard one. This is the type of person who like refused to take accountability for something that they did that really hurt you. And they knew that you knew the truth. And it's almost like you gave them an opportunity to come clean about it. And God gave them like an opportunity I'm saying right before this person passed. It's like maybe you were separated. You were separated. And then right before this person passed, like it's like God brought you back briefly to give this person a chance to see if they were going to do the right thing, if they were going to, finally apologize, if they were going to like atone for some of the choices that they made. And I think this is why this was going to determine if they were going to be able to move towards the light right after they passed. And they chose not to take accountability. They chose to kind of like blame you and create more problems and spread more lies about you and really kind of make it seem like you were the bad guy and try to justify their own feelings. It was like they were being tested and they failed the test. They were like at the weakest, most vulnerable state ever because their life was ending. And still, even in that state, they still had too much pride to say, I'm sorry, and acknowledge how much they hurt you. And at that point, they made their choice, and I feel like God removed you very rapidly from that situation. I don't even know if you were there with them when they passed, or there was some type of, there were a lot of lies being told about you. To villainize you and to smear your name. It was like one last ditch effort to try to hurt you. Which, they had hurt you so much in this life. Like, why would they want to try to hurt you even more? Because you're their child. Like, who does that to their kid? Not somebody who loves them. And I see there was a lot of grief there around, being the child of this type of woman because there wasn't any genuine love coming from her. And your soul is aligned with the divine feminine and divine love in some regard So this was extremely painful and difficult for you, because you like embodied divine love, you embodied truth and understanding and forgiveness. But so to be exposed to this type of false love was extremely painful and extremely detrimental to you. And I'm seeing like you took this out on yourself in some way. Like maybe you felt unlovable or unworthy of love for a time until you learned your worthiness. Okay, but what I'm seeing about this woman specifically is when she crossed, or when she passed, when her body perished, she didn't cross. She went into, like, she became spirit, like she didn't have a body, but she didn't. It's reminding me of the movie The Sixth Sense, where Bruce Willis, like, he hadn't like crossed over yet because he still like was clinging to these things, like he still had things he needed, you know what I mean? He was still here, and then that little kid was like, I see dead people, you know, and he could see him and stuff like that. It's like, it's kind of like that. Like maybe you could see this soul, the spirit, or maybe you just sensed that it was there. Maybe you just knew. I definitely feel like you knew that you were communicating with this woman, and this woman was like constantly doing things to get your attention, constantly trying to get your love and forgiveness. It almost feels like they believed that the reason why they couldn't move towards the light, or maybe part of them felt like they needed your forgiveness in order to move towards the light. But no, maybe. But it also feels like they were afraid of being judged by God. That came up in a message not too long ago. Actually, I might be putting that message out today or tomorrow. But this person is so afraid of judgment, of being judged by anybody or criticized by anybody, that they avoided it their whole life, and they created a lot of problems in their life and other people's lives due to trying to avoid this criticism. Yet they were a highly critical and highly judgmental person. So it's like they were so afraid to take a look at themselves that they took such a hard and such a hard look at everybody else and put the focus on, they examined everybody else, and they were so quick to point out somebody else's flaws, but so quick to overlook their own. Meanwhile, like, they're very flawed compared to the people that they were constantly judging and criticizing, you being one of them. But so what I'm seeing is this person has been hanging around you for some time. And it's like something clicked for them recently where they finally realized how selfish they had been their entire life. They finally get it. They finally get it, and they do. I think they're something like from hanging around you, and maybe you've been speaking very openly to them. Maybe you've just been telling them straight up things you couldn't say when they were alive, you've just been saying. Or maybe they're seeing a side of you now that they couldn't see because they were blinded by their own pain. So they were seeing you from a different perspective, from a different angle. They were seeing who you truly are, because they didn't see that before. I feel like they didn't really know who you are, or know the true you, the real you. And they didn't see how amazing you actually are. Like, what a wonderful person you are. Oh, it's gonna make me want to cry. So they didn't see you, but now they see you. They see you. They've been spending time around you. They see how you think. They see how you operate. And at first they were trying to get your forgiveness, or trying to get you to understand them or overlook things that they did, but now they get it and they understand why it's so important for you to hold them accountable, because they can't evolve unless they're held accountable. God holds us all accountable. But so like, they see the importance of it now. And what they're saying is like, they're very sorry. And it feels genuine, but it also feels like they have a lot of work to do, and they have a lot of things that they need to do to you know, make up for, like, it feels like to me, like, even though they're sorry, that doesn't make it all go away for you. It doesn't like heal everything that happened. Like, okay, great, you're sorry. All right, that doesn't change the fact that you still had to experience all that stuff, and you still had to do all the healing work, and you still maybe even have to are still doing healing work. It doesn't change the fact that your inner child was so broken and abandoned and hurt over this person's selfishness. It doesn't change that. And they still have to deal with the consequences of how they made you. Because you might not want to accept them. You might not want to even communicate with them. You might not want to forgive them. Maybe you have. Maybe you haven't. Wherever you are in that journey is okay. It's fine. It's your journey. And, you know, there's no judgment over where you are at in your journey, because your feelings are valid. As you heal, forgiveness becomes easier. I say this often, and I think I just said it in this other video. But, you know, healing is forgiveness is not an obligation. You are not obligated to forgive people. And there's a lot of distortion around forgiveness. Like, I'm a better person if I forgive. Forgiveness is a process that goes hand in hand with the healing process. And as you heal yourself and you heal the pain, then you're able to find true forgiveness. Faking forgiveness because you think it's you think it's the high road, that's like bypassing emotion. And if you pretend to forgive somebody when you really don't forgive them, that energy gets stored in your body, and it just grows larger and larger until you deal with the true emotion around it. And it does get elicited out in other situations on maybe innocent people. So forgiveness comes with the healing process. As you forgive, sorry, my hair, it's like this hair is bothering me today. Sorry if I'm touching my hair a lot. I know when I rewatch the videos and I have my hands in my hair a lot, it annoys me. I don't know if it bothers you. If it does, I'm sorry. Maybe it's distracting. But you can't fake forgiveness. Forgiveness is a natural process. And no matter where you are in that process, it's okay. And anybody who tells you, oh, you just need to forgive them, you know, you need to forgive them and blah, 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 blah. Like, that's not healthy or realistic. You will come towards forgiveness when you're ready to forgive. And that's it, okay? And accept yourself wherever you are and love yourself wherever you are in that process. Oftentimes when we heal, we realize we don't want to carry the burden of, like, the weight of other people's actions, and it becomes easier to forgive. It's like we forgive for ourselves to not have to lug all the weight of that energy around anymore. Okay? But again, wherever you are in that process, it's yours, it's okay. I love you, God loves you. Nobody's gonna force you to feel a certain way, because you can't force people to feel things. It has to be like a natural, organic process. But this woman feels like she wants you to know that she's sorry. She's genuinely sorry. She genuinely gets it now. She understands that she never considered your feelings or anybody's feelings. It was always what was best for her. And now she's like ready to face the process that she needs to go through on a soul level to heal these things. And you know, it's not like bam, it's over. The soul, and this is one of the things, it's like she really needed to feel exactly how much pain she caused you. That's kind of like how the soul evolves and learns. Like when you do something really horrible to another person and you don't feel remorse about it, you're going to be put through a situation where that's done to you to open up your heart so you know exactly what it is that you made somebody else feel. And she is feeling a little sorry for herself right now. Like, it is kicking up a lot of the feelings that she naturally carried around about how she didn't like herself. So like with the song that she's kind of like sending to me is that song by Beck, like Loser. You know that song? I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? Like that one. That's coming through. Like she's feeling a little sorry for herself. She kind of wants you to feel a little sorry for her, but you know, do you? I don't know. I don't know if you do. I'm not getting the impression that you feel sorry for her. It's almost like you made your choices, now you got to deal with the consequences. You know, and that's how this game is set up. And God created the game to be this way. So there's nothing wrong with feeling that, you know? It doesn't make you, like, that's life. It is what it is. So that's the message. This woman realizes how selfish she was towards you and many other people. And like she finally gets it. And she's sorry. She's ready to take responsibility for it. She's ready to go through the process on a soul level where, you know, she has got to face all these things. And she's also feeling sorry for herself. I feel like you tell her to leave you alone. like I feel like you tell her to like leave you alone. Because I feel like there was like you like really like there was a lot of inner child work you had to do, a lot of healing work because of this lady. And you didn't deserve it. Like you didn't deserve it. But ultimately your soul took this on to help this woman evolve and to help this soul evolve, and that's exactly what you did. Ooh, I just got chills. So it's like took one for the team, or this is what you wanted to experience on a soul level, to grow or to walk on a particular path here on earth, but also to help this other soul. You're like a teacher. You're this ascended master that comes in to help people. And you help people in many different ways, and a lot of it is like you had to take on a lot of energy and transmute it. So yeah, so that's the message. Ah, that piece of hair. I'm gonna leave the message there. I'm sending you so much love. I'm sending you like so many hugs and so much peace and comfort as you navigate this healing process, because it's a heavy one with a lot of grief, a lot of heartbreak, and it took a lot of time. It's almost like this was your life. This was your whole life. It doesn't just absolve things. Things don't just go away because you want them to. It's like, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot that you went through because of this woman. And she brought a lot of other people into this situation as well. It wasn't just her. She, you know, created like other people to go against you and to make things harder. She was just a very wounded person. very egotistical, very selfish. But thankfully, she's learning her lesson. So, you know, that's the positive news out of this. And you are continuing to be your amazing, beautiful, bright light that you are, your pure soul that you are, this evolved, wise being. And you truly do make an impact in this world. You truly do. It's like a huge ripple effect. I say that all the time. Like you are the drop of pure light, pure God consciousness, pure love that ripples out into this world and this very harsh place that we are in right now. Okay? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep shining your light. Keep loving yourself. Keep honoring your emotions, accepting them and honoring them for what they are, not bypassing them, not listening to the opinions of others that are trying to make you feel guilty about yourself or trying to get you to take on a distorted energy. Okay, just being true to yourself, being real and being authentic. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. God loves you so much. God is so proud of you. God thanks you. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. I love you.